Ever had a moment when your computer just freezes, refusing to obey your commands? Or perhaps you've been in the middle of an important task when the Wi-Fi decides to play hide and seek. These are technical issues that often occur, causing frustration and even panic. But fear not, for every problem there's a solution. Take the instance of a computer freeze. It's a common occurrence, but there are steps to resolve it. The first step is to check if the computer is not responding at all. Give it a minute. Sometimes it's just processing a large task and needs a moment to catch up. If it's still unresponsive after a while, it's time to move on to step 2, the classic method of Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete. This command opens the Task Manager, which gives an insight into the applications running in the background and their impact on the system's performance. If these steps don't work, it's time for a hard reset. Hold down the power button until the computer turns off. Wait for a few seconds and then turn it back on. Remember, a hard reset is a last resort and should only be used when all else fails. Moving on to Wi-Fi issues, they can be equally frustrating. The first step to troubleshoot a Wi-Fi problem is to check the connection. Are all the cables connected properly? Is the router switched on? If everything seems in order, it's time to try the next step. Reboot the router, unplug it, wait for about 30 seconds and then plug it back in. Sometimes this simple act can do wonders. If the Wi-Fi still doesn't work, it might be a good idea to check with the service provider. There may be an outage or a technical issue on their end. In summary, troubleshooting technical issues involves a series of steps. It starts with identifying the problem, followed by a logical and systematic approach to find a solution. For a computer freeze, the steps are wait, use the task manager, and finally, a hard reset. For Wi-Fi issues, the steps are check the connection, reboot the router, and then contact the service provider. It's important to remember that not all problems can be solved at home. Sometimes it's best to seek professional help, but before that, it's worth trying a few troubleshooting steps. They can save time, money, and a lot of stress. After all, why fear when the solution could be just a few steps away? So, the next time a technical issue arises, don't panic. Take a deep breath and start troubleshooting. Because in this digital age, knowing how to navigate the world of technology is not just a skill, it's a survival tactic.